We came here for freedom. We came here for freedom to be who we are.
She grew up in Kyiv under Soviet control, and yesterday she helped raise the flag of Ukraine over the Illinois state capitol. Good evening, I'm McLeod Hageman.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Governor Pritzker ordered the Secretary of State to raise the flag of Ukraine over the Capitol dome. But what he didn't know is one of the supervisors in Jesse White's office grew up in Ukraine's capital city. Our Capitol Bureau Chief, Mark Maxwell, has her exclusive interview tonight. Mark, it was a pretty emotional moment.
Jennifer, when Tatyana Shlyaka heard her home country's flag would be raised to the top of the Capitol dome where she works, and she'd get to help raise it, she was overcome with pride and emotion for that symbol that represents her home country now at war for democracy itself. Tourists looking to learn about the land of Lincoln often travel here.
History of Illinois, of course, Lincoln.
Where tour guides in Tatyana Shlyaka's office show off the pride of the state she now calls home. But the halls of power weren't always so accessible to her growing up under Soviet control.
Grew up in a country where I cannot even go close to the government buildings.
Now she connects with visitors who stand with her in awe of a government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
When people from different country comes to the Capitol and they see this democracy at work, when they see they can go to the chambers and observe General Assembly, they can be a part. Then when they see how people come to the rotunda to express their opinion, it's make me choke.
And as Russian forces close in and launch missiles around the city she once called home,
it's very difficult. You know, Kyiv is a city where I was born. Excuse me.
She fights back tears of pain and anger.
It's extremely difficult and emotional to see, and the hardest part is probably wait, what is going to happen? Is the city will stand, which I think it will? Is the people okay?
But she held nothing back, describing Russian President Vladimir Putin.
That animal, if I can say that, this conflict cannot be explained or understood. It's unspeakable, violent act.
And so on Monday, when Governor Pritzker ordered the Secretary of State's office to raise the flag of Ukraine over our state capital, she made that climb all the way to the top, taking this video to show the whole state her pride in a people.
I'm very proud.
And a president.
He's a hero. He is a hero.
Willing to stand and fight for their freedom.
It makes me feel like the world is behind Ukraine.
The whole world behind Ukraine. Tatyana moved here from Ukraine in the mid-1990s with her family. You can tell there her heart swells with pride and emotion when she talks about her home country of Ukraine, a fierce, independent, and free nation. She fears that is what is at stake if Vladimir Putin's Russia is to win this war against Ukraine. She's calling on American leaders, including Illinois' Governor Pritzker, here to do everything in our power to make sure that doesn't happen and that Vladimir Putin doesn't take total control of the country where she grew up. Reporting in Springfield, Mark Maxwell, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Mark, so moving to hear her words. All right, thank you.